Go and get your PVC. Tell your neighbor to tell their neighbor to tell their neighbor to tell their friends to tell whoever that is around them to go and get their PVC.
Like, subscribe, share.
Hi guys, welcome to Nigeria and Nigerians. I am Ifemena Moyibo, and this week we want to talk about, when I say po, you say li, politics in Nigeria. So we'll just be talking about facts. It's a thin line between facts, assumptions, and opinions about politics here in Nigeria. First and foremost, politics, that's election in Nigeria, is conducted every 4 years. Like, we have 4-year tenure. When you're a leader in power, you have a 4-year tenure. Then after that 4-year tenure, you're allowed to contest again for another 4 years before step down. But let's not deceive ourselves. Like, it's an 8-year tenure, because most leaders in power, after their first tenure, they are likely, in fact, they go for another tenure, making it 8 years. So I'll place that as number one. Facts about politics in Nigeria is the number of years they spend in power. 4 years, 8 years, yeah. So as you all know, this is 2022, so we are expecting another election year in Nigeria by next year. That's 2023. That's, we have like barely 7 to 8 months. 7 to 8 months before power change. We change power in terms of our presidential elections, government election, and every other position here in Nigeria. So another assumption or fact about politics here in Nigeria is that politics is a dirty game. Yeah, politics is a dirty game, in the sense that when you go into politics, there are a lot of things that surrounds politics here in Nigeria, like things probably you don't want to do, you don't want to get involved in, but just for the fact that you are a politician, like, you just have to do it. Like, it is life threatening. Like, if you know what, I don't know how to explain it. Like, politics is a dirty game for you to understand, but just know that politics is a really very dirty game. Like, we've heard stories in the past about politicians, and this is actually facts here. They poisoned their colleagues and all. Like, they see it as a do or die affair. It's either I get this position or nobody else. So they don't care whatsoever they do to get that position. They are ready to do it. So politics in Nigeria is dirty. Like, when you are going to politics, there's every probability that you are going to soil your hands. You are going to do things, if your faith probably does not align with it, you are going to do things against your faith. So yeah, I can remember when I was young, I've always admired, like, I want to be a politician, I want to go into politics. But anytime I mention it, that I want to go into politics, the next thing, come on, shut up your mouth. Do you think politics, like, my mom hates, like, she does not want to even use that ear to ears. You can be anything, but no, you are not going into politics. It's not happening. So I don't know what the future holds for me, but yeah, that's why, probably one of the reasons why I decided to run away from politics. So guys, let's move on. Second fact about politics, facts, assumption, opinions, call it, is when I was young, also, like when I was in secondary school, when I was in JS2, my government teacher gave an assignment, which is go and write about 10 political parties. That was what he gave to us. As at then, like, I was shocked. I was like, 10 political parties, because in my head, the only political party I knew was PDP. I would not even lie, because that was like the ruling party then, PDP. So when I went to political parties, how 10, how, like, it was then I discovered that like there were plenty. So that's another fact about politics in Nigeria, is that there are lots of political parties. It's not just PDP, guys. There are lots more. We'll go into that, I think, in another video, but for now, let's just highlight the facts or assumptions or opinions. So guys, another assumption is this particular one. I don't know, politicians and lawyers, I don't know who is dragging this, like both of them, they are dragging this one, is that politicians are liars. Like they lie a lot. Hey, when they want to come into power, I will do this, I will do that, this will be better, whatsoever. They say a whole lot of things, and at the end of the day, when they finally get into power, like, so your turn to Israel, like, do I know you? Have I seen you before? That's politicians for you. Like, they lie a lot. They are selfish. When they finally enter into power, the only thing that is in their head is just themselves. They don't even care about in like any other person. You are on your own, or yes, your case, as far as you are not probably their children, or you know, wife, or yes, your case on your own. So guys, another facts, assumptions, opinions about politics in Nigeria is that politicians are thieves. Like, they are thieves. I watched a video. Was it? I think it was a governor, an ex-governor. He said something like, this video is kind of like funny and at the same time like it's painful. He said the only thing they do in Abuja is share money. That's the only thing your politicians go there to do, just to share money. You take your own, you finish. That's the only thing they do, which it's painful, because when they finally get into power, the only thing they do is what? Pack money and go and keep in one foreign bank. Pack money and go and keep, you know, somewhere underground. Like we've seen stuff, money that they will not even be able to use in their lifetime. They will steal this money, and at the end of the day, they will leave the common man to suffer. Like, they don't care, they don't have hearts, they are so heartless. Politicians are thieves. That's another fact. Know it. So guys, another fact, assumption, opinion about politics. This is actually facts about politics in Nigeria. Is politics is power. Politics is power. You see that power? Hey, just for them to have it, they are ready to do anything. Like, the power comes with a lot. It's power, it's oppression. When you see a politician, see the convoys following them, they oppress, use their power to oppress. Once you see them coming, you would know, because the amount of cars that are following them, lights, the sounds, everything, they are win. We know, yes, a politician is coming. So, and at this point, when they are moving, who are you? Anything displaceable, they are ready to displace it from the road. They don't care about you. So once you see them, kindly advise, just give them chance. Whether you are driving, you are walking, just give them chance, because those people don't. Next, about politics in Nigeria, this has to do with election, rigging, election and rigging, like rigging of election, snatching of ballot boxes. Hell, so many citizens, civilians are so scared to vote on that election day. Number one is because of this security. They are scared for their life. Rigging of election. How can I leave my house, go and vote for someone that don't even know my name, which is nice, but then your safety is not guaranteed? I can remember the last election they did, there were some polling centers, polling units where, you know, 1 minute you are voting, the next minute you are hearing gunshots, everybody is running for their life, everything scattered, ballot boxes carried away and all. Yeah, rigging of election is a thing in Nigeria. So there are lots of citizens that actually want to vote, the patriotic citizens, they want to carry out their patriotic rights. But then the fear of you might leave your house and not come back because you don't know the security, the place you are actually going to vote, the security there, you have no idea of what's going to happen. Whereas these people you are voting into power, you are going to vote into power, their children, and probably on that day they might not even vote though. They will be safe somewhere. Or when they are going to vote, they will go along with all the soldiers and army in this world. We follow them to go and cast their own votes. After casting their votes, they will go to their house and sit down with all their own soldiers and army and everything. Then after they've cast their vote, the next thing is now their targeting polling centers, sending thugs and everything to go and disrupt election process and all. So guys, another fact, assumption, opinion about politics in Nigeria is that our politicians, they don't used to resign. Like, I used to hear of foreign presidents, maybe when things are not going well, citizens are protesting, they just resign. You know what? I'm resigning. This is my resignation letter. But here in Nigeria, if you like, protest from today till tomorrow. Protest from now till Jesus Christ will come. Like, our politicians, they're in their house drinking shield beer. They don't give a damn about you. Like, protest. And we've seen this thing played out. Like, the protest that happened was that NSAS process 2020. That happened 2020 years. We know the outcome. We all know. Like, politicians, they don't care. But you see that their position, if the country let it collapse totally, that their position, they are not leaving it because they are there for their selfish reasons. Our politicians, they don't resign. So if you are staying close to a politician, go and ask them. Help me ask them. The country is not going well. Please, people should step down. Maybe the country is too big for people to handle. Give it to people that can handle it. Let them make the country good. For at least if the country is good, everybody will enjoy it. Happy. And now the new norms, they've turned politics to their inheritance. When they enter, the next successor is probably their son or their brother, their uncle, their auntie, all their family members. That's who they are putting into power, like who is following them, all their family members. Guys, you even go as far as seeing some positions, some senatorial position, ministerial position, some they are in power for as far as 16 years, 20 years. I even saw one that was up to like how many years? Like, number of years. Are you the only one? Like, for crying out loud, leave. You've done your 4-year tenure. Leave, let someone else enter. But it's a lie. They want to be there. The senatorial, the ministerial, as if they made that position solely for them. They plaster their name on it, that is this person till Jesus Christ will come. It's high time in Nigeria we change our constitutions. There are a lot of things that need to be put in place, and it starts from our constitution. It starts from there. Let's leave that aside. I'll make a different video on that. So guys, these are the facts, opinions, and assumptions about politics that I can remember now. There are lots more, but these are the ones I in my head can bring out now about politics, election, politicians, name it, in Nigeria, guys. So to end this video, like I said earlier on, election in Nigeria is happening next year, 2023 to be precise. Between February to April. That's if they don't postpone the election. That's when our presidential, governorship, and other elections going to hold. So guys, for you to be able to vote, of which it is your right, it is your duty. We are tired of things that are happening In fact, this is not a country. Like, Nigeria is a mess right now. We are tired. We need someone to come and put things into place. That's why you need your PVC. You need to go and get your PVC to be able to cast your vote and vote right. And vote right, guys. Vote right. Because trust me, like I said, the tenure is 4 years, but then it's not actually 4 years, it's 8 years. If you know, you know. So vote right, because we cannot afford to come and suffer for another 8 years again. It's not possible. So guys, please go and get your PVC. I don't know if by the time I'm dropping this video, if it will still be in registration, but go and get your PVC, guys, and vote. I know some persons that are just going to get this PVC because they need it for something else, not that they actually want to vote. Guys, don't be among them. Go and vote. Get those PVC and vote. If you feel you are in township and maybe on that election day you don't guarantee the security in that place, go to your villa and vote. But make sure whatever you do, make sure you prepare yourself to cast your vote. Start preparing. If you have to travel, if it means you have to travel from where you are to your voting center, guys, start preparing now. If you have any other like assumptions, facts, and or opinions, I keep saying these three so that you don't misquote me, you can drop it, leave it in the comment section, and yeah, I would love to know also. So we've come to the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, guys, and you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, and what else, comments. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. Go and get your PVC. See ya. Bye.